right in campers. I've got some new bits of kit to show you this time. First of all, I've got this, the Odoland twin burner stove. Right, now this, I tested it out at home and I think this is a brilliant bit of kit. And we have got the twin stove in the van under here with the sink, and do you know what it is? So far we've never used it. I think it's just because I purchased one of the main gas bottles for the back of the van. Mate, it was 90 quid, and like I don't want to use it. So I've got loads of these because I do wild camping as well, you know. So I've got loads of these Coleman gases with performance gas, and they work with this stove. So hey, let's use what we've got. This was 80 quid. So for the price of that gas, I've got myself a double stove. But I'll get this out and I'll show you what the crack is. It's basically made, right, if you look at it, it's a rip-off of the Jetboil, I don't know what it's called, base camp. I think it's a Jetboil base camp twin burner system. But that is something ridiculous, mate. I can't remember if it's like 200 quid or 400 quid, but it's a lot of money, mate, for that. And mate, this just, it might not be the same quality, but it's just the same job. So it's got a little clip on there and it pops open, and you open it out, and there you go, you've got your two stoves there. But I'm going to set it up on here and I'll show you it in more detail. Right, so I've got the stove laid out with the gas here, and basically you've got your two, you know, pot rests. They're just sitting there. One stays in there all the time, and the other one just slides across onto this side. We've got your gas there, and basically what you've got in the bag here, inside, you've got the connector hose. So very simply, connect the hose, screws onto this side here. Make sure it's obviously nice and tight with it being gas. We'll pop it around the back, mate, and it just screws onto your gas. So these are heat pads that I've got underneath the stove there. I've just corrected that because I had it the wrong way around. So you can see there, it's got all the dials on the front, but that's the gas connector there. So that's the gas connector there. Really simple, really easy. Alright, then all that you do is you turn it on with this. Right. That should be on there. You've got your little, you can hear that there. There's your igniter, and it gives a good little flame. That you can see how powerful that gets. So that's one, and then obviously it's just the same on this side. Double burners, and they both kick out some heat, as you can see. Or you can turn them right down for a nice steady simmer. And for me, I think they're absolutely unreal bit of kit. I love them. So turn these off for now. I'm going to let Catherine get in and get some breakfast on the go. Now, before Catherine makes the breakfast, the other bit of kit I wanted to show you was this. Right, it's a good little compact pots and pan set. It's the Fire Maple Feast 4, I think it's called, which was bought on Amazon. I think it was about 30 quid or something like that. Right, you get a couple of little bowls, but like I tell you what, when I say little, they are little. I don't know what they're meant to do, like water bowls or something. Like I can't imagine what you're going to eat out of them. They're tiny. You get a little scoop stroke spatula thing, which that's probably really handy, to be fair, for non-stick pans. But the actual kit itself comes in a little handle bag with a cinch, and a little cinch roll pull there as well. Right, but there's the set itself. So what you get a little non-stick pan, and I've got retractable hands there, pops out, and that's like a griddled version. Right, it's meant to be non-stick, yet to try it, but we'll see later on. And then obviously you've got your pans. Now what I like about these, I'll show you this a little bit better like that. Right, you've got again the fold out hand, and inside this you've then got another pan. Right, so that's a massive pan, massive. That would be great for making like spaghetti or what have you if you're making bolognese. And you've got this smaller pan, which is still a good size and lid, right? And there's a kettle in, so I'll show you the kettle again in a second. But we've got that massive pan. It said that'll be perfect for boiling your spaghetti, and the little pan to do your mince and your sauce. So they're ideal, like really good. And then you've got this mint little kettle, and I tested this when I tested the stove at home. It's got a little scrubber in there as well, but that holds enough for like 3-4 good mugs of tea or coffee as well. It's a brilliant little kettle that, and it just sits on that stove that I was showing you before there. So yeah, like I said, a couple of new bits of the kit that I want to show you there: the Odoland double burner stove and a Fire Maple Feast 4 cook set. They're both great compact bits of kit, perfect for saving space in your van, which is exactly what we're all trying to do, isn't it? Compliments to the chef. Beautiful, just like the lady who made it. Another little bit of kit that we bought ourselves as well. Didn't cost much, just off Amazon. But a little clothes line, a little air dryer. Now, not the best hookup because it's got like a bungee. It's just basically a bungee with these little hooks on either end. So I've hooked part of it to the awning winch part, and then obviously just got our towels on there after this morning when we came for a shower. It does come with its own like pegs on as well. I mean, like you got your own little clippy pegs, but as you can see, because it's on an angle, they just run straight down like that. So lucky for us, Kit Kat thinks ahead and she bought some proper clothes pegs, so we've got them on there, and that's drying off. They're drying off nicely actually. Bang on. But yeah, another good little bit of kit. I think part of the fun of getting yourself a van is you just keep learning new stuff. It's like improvise, adapt and overcome in it. But so we're picking up stuff as we go along. We're newbies to this, you know what I mean? It's only our fourth trip, but we're learning new stuff all the time. But yeah, some new stuff there for you to see: the stove, the pans, and obviously the little clothesline as well. this episode's van Scran, we've come into the Prince William Bar and Grill on site. Can't wait for this. 8-ounce double cheeseburger with homemade chips, and Kit Kat is getting the chicken tikka curry. Are you excited for your curry, Kat?
Cannot wait.
Which one are you getting?
The curry of the day, isn't it? Chicken tikka.
Let's dig in. Look at that burger. Whoa. Look at that. Real fresh burgers. Unreal. What's your thoughts on the curry, Kat?
Really nice.
Lovely. Lovely. I'm full as a gun. That was amazing. And there's Catherine finishing up now. She cleaned the plate there. How was that?
So full.
Nice.
Amazing. So full.
2 thumbs up for the Prince William Bar and Grill. Well, we're back in the van. We've had some amazing van Scran that wasn't in the van at the Prince William Grill and Bar there, and now it means it's time for one thing, to get on the good old faithful, the 19 crimes. As I throw my placemat away, smell the bell. Tastes like a little piece of heaven. Cheers, everyone. Just while I'm having a good sup of the 19 crimes as well, a quick update for everybody who's been following the channel. Now, you know that myself and Catherine and Molly were all really new to the van life. You know, we're just getting used to it. We're being quite safe with our trips to sites and stuff like that. We haven't really done anything off-grid or anything like that yet. It's been really tame so far. We'll get there. It just takes time, and we're still learning our capabilities and the van's capabilities. So last time when we were at South Meadows Caravan Park, we killed our leisure battery with the diesel heater, because we were under the impression that once you get on site and on an electric hookup and the 240 volts or whatever it is that's coming in, we thought the whole van was powered by that. So we're just rocking the lights, booling the lights. The fridge was on full hog, you know, powering phones, powering tablets, powering cameras. We just set it all away. It's free energy, both we pay for it, get it all in. And then in the middle of the night we woke up because the diesel heater was on for Molly, because it was quite cold start of October. And we had a diesel heater running. About 4 o'clock in the morning it went off, and the Webasto diesel heater had a red light on. I'm not going to go into all that. Just go back if you want to see the full crack around that. You can go back and check out the South Meadows Caravan Park video, and you'll see exactly what happened, what the issue was. But I joined a couple of different VW Campervan sites on Facebook, and I've had some excellent feedback and knowledge from people, like being really helpful. And what I've learned now, and like I said, this is all a learning curve. I'm new to this. It's just bit by bit gaining knowledge, but other people have been great. The electric that's coming in doesn't feed the whole van, believe it or not. Now, I thought that was the case, and probably loads of people who are new to using a camper van are going to think exactly the same thing. So here's a lesson for you straight away. That electric does not feed your whole van. Now, we've got 2 plug sockets in the van, right, that is fully powered by that, the hook up out there. So we use an extension now. I'll show you in a minute as well, mate. Look, and basically what happens is the lights, everything 12 volt, like the lights, the diesel heater, the fridge, that's all still powered by a leisure battery. And there's a trickle charger in there that gets charged by the electric hookup, and that's feeding in like 12 volts or whatever it is. I don't know the exact figures. Like I said, I don't know all the crack yet, but that's feeding a leisure battery. But let's see if that is feeding in 12 volts, right, an hour or whatever, however it works. But your fridge is a powerful drain on your leisure battery, and that's using 12 volts. Your lights are quite a powerful drain. Say they're using 10. There's 22 volts going out. And then the diesel heater's on full wallop. When that's firing up, that's going to be using 12 to 15 amps apparently. I didn't know any of this, but if you think about it, there you've got like 30 to 35, 37 volts or amps, whichever way it works, going out of the battery, but only 12 coming in. So it's still continually draining it. We just thought it just ran it. So there you go. There's a lesson for you. So a tip that we got was get yourself one of these, mate. And I tell you what, it's been the best tip that we've ever had, especially for money. Just a little fan heater, because now that goes in the extension into the actual plug that is powered by electric hookup, so it no longer affects the battery. So even with the fridge on, right, even with the fridge on, and when we put the lights on, we don't really dip below amber on the charger settings now, so we're always safe. Like, we're safe. And that little heater is mind-blowingly hot. The diesel heater is great anyway, like it really is, but now we don't use any diesel. We've paid for the electric hookup anyway, so that's free, you know, and it's just all better all the way around. And it just means that, you know, there's no concerns that the battery's going to wear out or run out or anything like that. So bit of knowledge for you, there. Who would have thought VW Camper Banter will be dropping knowledge? Booyakasha! The 19 crimes is down to the last few swigs. So as the old faithful comes to an end, it can only mean one thing. That's right, it's time for Vancan. Right, this is a brand new Vancan, one I've never ever tried before, right? And I'm quite excited for this because I've seen them in the shop loads of times, and a few of my old mates from the army have told us about these ones. I know my mate Lee Peaky, I know that you love one of these, mate. I've seen you slurping these on WhatsApp and that, and a few others. I think Justin Williams, you were a fan of these as well, mate. Right, so this is the notorious Dragon Soup. I've been scared of these, to be fair. I've been scared. So this is a 7.5% volume. Ooh. Helmet! Blueberry and guava. Dragon Soup is a flavoured, fermented malt beverage containing high levels of caffeine. What? Blended with taurine, guarana, and delicious flavours, resulting in a truly unique drinking experience. This is basically a vodka and Red Bull, but instead of vodka, it's ale. That's what it is. That's what it's saying it is. 7.5%, mate. Right then, let's get open and see what the crack is with the old Dragon Soup. Dragon's Hoop. I'm on the Dragon's Hoop. Smell the bell. Helmet. It smells like blueberry. It smells like, it does have that Red Bullish taurine type smell, to be fair. Really, really blueberry like. It smells like it's going to be lovely. Let's dig in another taste. Whoa. Like initially, you can really do you know what it tastes like, right? So if you've ever been in a bar where they do pictures of vodka and Red Bull, right? They always tend to put too much Red Bull in, don't they? Like they fill up the picture with X amount of vodka, but they pour loads of Red Bull in because it's cheaper for them. And you get that really, really strong Red Bull taste with a hint of vodka. If you imagine that taste and then tip in like a blueberry wicked or something like that, it tastes like that. A 3 litre pitcher of vodka and Red Bull with a couple of blueberry wickets tipped in is what that tastes like, in my opinion. And surprisingly, it's nowhere near as bad as I thought it was going to be. I thought it would be a lot worse, but in my younger days, I loved a good 3 litre pitcher of vodka and Red Bull, mate. Right then, dragon soup, blueberry and guava. Dragon's hoop. Lick the dragon's hoop. So this is not going to be for everybody, this. If you're accustomed to finer drinks, craft deals, etc., then you might not like this. It's probably going to be a bit cheap for you. I mean, to be fair, it was £3.49 for a can. For one can, that's not that cheap, like. You know, but if you have been through that stage in your life, like I'm 51 years old now. Like when I was young and 20 years old, and that 3 litre pitchers of vodka and Red Bull were all of age. We all did it. So if you've been through that and you yearn for those days and you miss those days and you like a bit of blue wicked as well now and again, you'll probably love this, mate. For me, in all fairness, that has surprised me. It's much better than I thought it was going to be. I'm giving Dragon's Hoop a big thumbs up, mate. Blueberry and guava. Get it in, yeah. That's it now. It's been a great day. We've really enjoyed ourselves, but it's time to bring things to an end now. So I'll leave you with this site's highlights, and I'll see you on the next adventure. Get Me Not Caravan Park is a beautiful and well tended site. Everybody is super friendly and takes care of you. I apologise for the fact that this site's highlights are going to be a little bit shorter than usual. That's entirely down to me and a dodgy speed card. But the toilets, the men's toilets were immaculate. You know, every day they were cleaned very early in the morning, well tended to. It was always clean and smelling hygienic. The showers had little chairs in to sit in, and you had obviously a lock on the door. To the side of that, you also had extra stuff like the family bathroom. There's even had a bath in there, so if you're been for a long day's walking and you need to soak your aches away, you can go in there. There's a disabled toilet and shower. You do need to sign the kiosks at the reception for this. And there's a washroom, a nice washroom, and obviously Catherine loved this. They provided towels to dry your stuff as well, so if your tea towels were already hanging out drying at the van or what have you, your caravan, your mobile home, there is the option of towels in there to dry them with. Catherine said on good authority as well that the ladies' toilets were immaculate, absolutely unreal, replicating the men's, cleaned every single day, absolutely gleaming. The only one issue that she did have was the fact that the hair dryers cost 20 pence. Maybe something to address. Who carries 20 pence coins these days in 2025? But that's probably the only gripe that we have across this whole site. Both the ladies and the men's toilets have these little small private rooms where you can go in and brush your teeth if you don't want to be out the front in front of everybody else while they're using the urinals, etc. You can get yourself in there just to brush your teeth. The bar, what can I say about the bar? The bar was immaculate, it was very modern. The bar staff were brilliant, super friendly, and they couldn't do enough for you. The food was amazing. The toilets, look at the toilets, they were absolutely gleaming. This is a caravan site, unbelievable gleaming. This is like a top-notch hotel's toilets. You know, yeah, all in all, what a great site. The only gripe we've got is that dogs weren't allowed in the bar. Be aware of that if you do go there. It's a dog-friendly site, but your dog can't go in the bar. Other than that, what a site, absolutely amazing.